Hey y'all, hey, forehead shiny. Welcome to Healer's Light. I am your beacon, Tylese, back with another message. I hope you're doing well today. It's early in the morning, and yes, I'm drinking some red wine. I don't know, whatever, early. If no one told you today, I love you. Yes, you, I love you. All right, let's get right into this message. Because I channeled it, wrote it down, didn't actually get to do it because I was interrupted, but I went to sleep, woke back up, and here I am doing the video. This energy, y'all, we are about to have the eclipse in Taurus and another full blood moon. And it's so heavy. I know because we're in Scorpio season, it's already heavy. This is my season. I love this season. When things die, right after Halloween, Samhain, whatever, I just love the smell in the air of like winter coming and newness, and it's harvest time. Like, it's time for us to reap what we have sown. And for a lot of us who've been doing work and really waiting, it's our time. Don't you feel the energy? That's why it's so heavy. That's why you're so tired. That's why you're like dragging and sluggish. And if you're discombobulated, that's also a part of this energy right now. Everything is being renewed. Understand? So yeah, the energy is very thick. I feel like this is also calling for people to tap into nature, into astrology, to understand why they feel the way that they feel, the way you feel, the way that you feel. When you wake up in the morning and you have this energy on you, a lot of times it's not your energy, baby. But I digress, because I want to get into the video. I just wanted to talk and touch on the energy and let you, just reassure you that you're not the only one feeling what you're feeling. Like, you're dragging, your memory is short term, like you don't know if you're coming or going, you are forcing yourself to like handle projects and things like that. I'm doing that right now. I'm forcing myself to do this because I want to stay in the bed, to be honest with you. Like, that's the energy I'm in. Like, but just go with the flow. I want to tell y'all that. Don't force anything. If it doesn't feel right for you to do it, then don't force it. If it keeps calling for you to do it, then you need to do it. Like, that's just the energy we're in. If you don't feel like you want to do something, don't do it. And if it's pulling to you, you need to do it. Okay? I'm stressing that. All right, so the title of this video, like you read, is Enjoy the Journey. Yeah, back on topic. Enjoy the journey. What's the rush? Why are you rushing? So I posted on the community board, and I'm gonna read it anyway because it's a beautiful quote that I seen posted yesterday. And I talk to you guys and share with you these messages based off of my personal life experience. So it's always current energy that promotes the messages that are coming to me. It's not just like, oh, I got a dream or a download and I need to tell the collective what they need to do. No, I'm applying it to self first, and then I'm bringing it to you, like, because it's a collective energy. If we are connected to the all, then it's all our energy. Therefore, I'm speaking on it so you know, like, hey, you're not by yourself. And here's some insight on it in case you had questions about it. So that's why I share the messages that I do. And like I was saying, this is something that I'm going through, working on right now. Enjoying the journey, like being in the present moment. And I will explain that in a minute. But the quote that I posted on the community board, also on my Facebook page, which it got a lot of likes, is try to imagine life without time keeping. Like, if we didn't keep time, You probably can't. You know the month, the year, the day of the week. There is a clock somewhere in your house, on your wall, in your car. It's in your hands, right on your phone, or it's on your watch. You have a schedule, a calendar, a time set for appointments or to have dinner with that person. Yet all around you, timekeeping is ignored. Birds aren't late. A dog doesn't check its watch. Deer doesn't fret over a passing birthday. Man alone measures time. Man alone chimes the hour. And because of this, man alone suffers a paralyzing fear that no other creature endures. And that is a fear that time is running out. And this quote is by Mitch Albom. I really like this quote because it speaks on why are we rushing? If you think about it, time was created, and I will say time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. Like, if you look at the birds, that's what I do. When I'm rushing and I'm feeling like anxiety from rushing, like wanting to do something, like, I need to do this, I gotta do it right now. I feel that anxiety and I'm like, this don't feel right. Deep inside, the anxiety lets you know it doesn't feel right to rush. So that's like your higher self, your spirit telling you, why are you tripping? Because you're doing this to yourself. You're making yourself fret. You're worried. You're like the rabbit on Alice in Wonderland. Like, we gotta go. We're out of time. Come on, let's go. It's like, I look at the birds and I'm like, they don't wake up in the morning wondering how they're gonna eat, like when they're gonna get the next worm. True, the early bird gets the worm. That's a saying, but yet and still, can you imagine like looking at animals? What if they were rushing like we were? I think then we would be like, yo, you need to chill out, slow down, whatever. My forehead is so shiny. It's like bing. Anyway, nature rushes for no one. That's the main point. So if you ever need a reminder, if you're ever wondering like if time is truly an illusion, look at everything else. Humans, man, we are the only ones constrained by time. No other thing, no thing is constrained by time except for us. So I want to stress on enjoying the journey because I talked about time and I'm still going to try to make this a 15-minute video. We're 8 minutes in. So there's 3 parts to a journey. There's the beginning. That's where you're planning, contemplating, you're doing research or gathering info. Like let's say you're doing a project or you're looking to open a business. You're getting something started, whether it's a relationship, what have you. It's something that you're getting started. That's the beginning. And that's usually the most enthusiastic part. Well, no, I don't want to say that. That is the part with the most push. That's where the most motivation comes in. To get the project started, to get the relationship started, to get that job started, that company, whatever. That's where the most push comes in. And we tend to remember the beginning of the journey. We write things down. So we usually have like hard copies of when we started our journey. We were journaling, we were texting ourselves, whatever we were doing to gain the momentum of getting into the journey of what this thing was that we're creating. Then we get to the meat and potatoes of this meal, if we're looking at it like a meal, whatever. The beginning is the appetizer. Now we're at the main course, which is the middle part, the journey. And I'm telling you guys, this is something I struggle with in enjoying the journey, being present, right in the moment, second by second, minute to minute, hour to hour, week by week, especially in the lower parts of the journey. Because when we start a new business, we start a new project, there's going to be fails. You're going to have failures. then there's going to be wins, and you're going to celebrate the wins. But you have to appreciate both the failures and the wins because they're a part of the journey. This is what Spirit has been drilling into my head in the last week or so. That's why I'm talking to you about, because I've been struggling with enjoying the middle part of the journey, the main course of it, because it comes with so many ups and downs, roller coasters. Like, nobody starting a relationship is going to be, it's not going to be perfect. Nobody starting a business is going to be, everything's going to fall into line. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to start, stop, revamp, and restart again, or like cross out and then start from scratch. There's a lot of things you're going to have to do because it's a process that you're getting into you've never done before, right? So, and even if you do have someone telling you how to start the business or how to get into this relationship, again, it's your journey. Therefore, it's going to be different from everyone else's. So can one really prepare you for what you're going to encounter on the journey, whatever that looks like? Again, whether you're starting a business, a new project, 'cause me, I'm an artist. So when I'm starting new artwork, new art series, that's a process. It is. Like, I don't just sit down and draw anymore. Not like I did when I was in high school. My shit is more thought out. I'm contemplating a series. I want the pieces to go hand in hand with each other. So I have to really think about my artistic visions and how they're going to come to fruition. And that's the process. But anyway, in the middle journey, we need to appreciate the falls as much as the wins, like I said. Now, that is the main part. Then we have dessert, the last course, the finale, which is the reward. That is like where we pat ourselves on the back, we applaud ourselves for finally getting that to that finish line. Whether we finished a project or, you know, we're now in a happy space in our relationship, we've moved and we've unpacked everything, whatever it is with the journey, there is a finish line. And this is where you get the reward for the hard work that you put in all along the journey, right? Okay, good. I didn't really want to emphasize the finale. I just wanted to paint a picture for you guys to understand that there's 3 parts of the journey, and a lot of us don't appreciate the main course. We are enthusiastic with the appetizer, and we see the main course, we understand what it is, but it's like we want to rush through it to get to the dessert because we know the dessert is like really good. But no, we are being called to enjoy every single bite of the main course. It's the veggies, the right, whatever it is, the starch, whatever it is on your plate. A lot of us, you can't finish that whole plate at one time. You have to take it bite by bite. You have to do that with the journey. I have been so pressed to just enjoy the journey. I forgot how to enjoy the journey. Becoming a mom, getting married, then divorced, and like maintaining households and all of that. I just was like in mommy mode, rush, rush, rush. Time is of the essence. And I forgot along the way to enjoy the journey. So I'm sharing this message with you guys because, again, it's something that I'm working on. It's something that's in my spirit. I feel like this is a collective message. And that is something that I should share with you. Now, I want to touch on a couple things and then I'm going to let you go. Patience is key. Take your time. Just like when you're enjoying that main course, like I said, one bite at a time. You can't swallow the whole plate. So patience is key. You are going to have to check yourself on your journey. And I suggest, like on any journey, that you, yes, baby? Tyler said hi. Yes, I suggest on any journey that you stop in and check in with self. Are you happy? Is your anxiety high? Have you done anything for self-love? Like, you still need to do those things on your journey, whether you're in a new relationship or whatever. Always go back to self. Come back to self. Self will always call you back to check in. Don't forget to check in, okay? That's one point I want to stress. Patience is key is another point that I wanted to stress. Trust in divine timing. We are now in the season where we're pulling what is for us to us. We're not chasing anything. I'm not saying don't take action. I'm not saying don't do the work. I'm saying trust in divine timing. Don't throw a temper tantrum like I have so many times. When you thinking things should be happening and they're not happening, that's when you lean into trusting in divine timing. That's when you look at the birds and you look at the deer and you remember they aren't fretting over what is coming next for them, the next blessing, however you want to say it. They're not worried about the next meal. Therefore, you need to remember that everything happens in divine timing. It happens exactly when it's supposed to happen for you. I'm stressing this. I'm someone who has 2 businesses. One is still slowly crawling. I've only made hundreds of dollars, like I'm telling my art business. I just want you guys to know, you still keep going. I'm still going, still pushing, because I know in divine time, when it's time for me to become internationally known like I want, and to actually be able to sell my pieces, like the originals and prints, and like it be booming, like, and I really don't have to worry about income on that aspect, it's coming. I know it because I've been doing the work for a while. Since 2015, when I started my LLC for Destiny's Art, it's coming. I know I'm not gonna stop now. I done dug and dug and dug. I know that there's only a couple more digs that I got to do before I reach that diamond, before I reach that prize, that treasure that I've been digging for. So, like I'm saying, divine timing. What is for you is for you. You cannot miss it. It can be delayed, yes, but that's not even for you to worry about. If it's delayed, that's also divine timing. God is doing something behind the scenes. The universe is doing something. You ever heard that rejection is for your protection? I strongly believe that. Yes, I do. I mean, if doors closed, that means that it wasn't for me at that time. I wasn't ready for it. I was going to foil it. I wasn't going to do right by it. So I couldn't have it at that time. I needed to do more work or whatever. I understand that now. Trust in divine timing. Let go of control, but take action when you are called to. I'm saying don't worry about control, like controlling the outcome, controlling the time. Like, let's say you're going to get into a relationship. You found that person that you really like, care for, what have you. You're trying to control the outcome. You're trying to control how fast it goes. That's not for you to do. You're supposed to be enjoying the journey. Every moment with that person that you spend with that person, every interaction that you spend with that person, you're just supposed to be going with the flow, letting go of control. If you find yourself anxious and having anxiety, guess what, boo-boo? You're controlling shit. You're trying to control it. That's where the anxiety is coming from. I'm speaking from experience. Yes. So let go of control. And I said do it for you. Don't forget to check in. Also, be flexible. On your journey, there are going to be roadblocks. There's going to be hurdles. There's going to be things that you thought were set in stone that were going to work out that don't work out. Be flexible. Don't be so hell-bent on this is plan A, this is plan B, this is plan C, and it has to go A, B, C, and then if it doesn't work out, then because you're not flexible, you just say, I quit. Flexibility allows you to keep going after changing things up. You must be flexible in every journey, any journey, whether that's a new relationship, you're starting a business, new projects, album that you're creating, whatever. Be flexible. Be open to change things. Yes, you had a plan. It was set. You really like how things were flowing in that plan. Things don't always go to plan, babe. I'm here to tell you, on all the projects that I've done, the creative projects, the business project, it doesn't go as planned. You may have it planned out to the T, and then you get to executing it, and there are some things that you miss, guaranteed, because that's the journey. It's a learning process for you too, okay? So I got to 20 minutes. I went 5 minutes over, but I feel like there's a lot of tidbits in here that y'all can swallow, so I'm cool with that. Don't forget to enjoy the journey, the process. If it is a 3-course meal, you need to enjoy each one, each course, the first, the second, and the last. The appetizer, the main course, and the dessert. But the most important part is your main course, because last thing, when you get to the finale, when you get to the reward, let's say you have created an album, and it's, a really good album, what have you. You're now talking to people on the red carpet, and they're asking you, how was it in your journey? What was it like creating the album? What were your inspirations? What was your fail? What was the hardest part of the journey? That's why we need to take time to enjoy the journey. That's the most important. That's where we learn the most of what to do and what not to do. The journey, the middle part, is so important. You wouldn't have a story at the finale if you didn't, have that journey, the middle part of all the lessons, the fails and the wins. That was the last thing. So I'm done. I'm gonna let you go. We're at 21 minutes. Thank you so much for stopping through and getting some tea from your girl. Again, I love you. And until next time on Healer's Light, I'm your beacon, Tylise.